Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please click the like button and subscribe to this channel. So today we'll be treating fractions, and the first is fractions with the same denominator and different numerator. In the case when we have the same denominator and we have different numerator but the same denominator, then the numerator with the highest number becomes the highest fraction. So 5 and 3, which one is higher? 5. So 5/7 becomes the greater fraction. Then in the case where we have the same numerator and different denominator, let's take for example, we have 3/10 and we also have 3/13. We have the same numerator but different denominator. Now in a case like this, the numerator with the lower number becomes the greatest fraction. The denominator with the lowest number becomes the greatest fraction. So 10 and 13, which one is lower? 10. So 3/10 becomes higher than 3/13. So now where we have different numerator, and denominator, take for example, we have 2/5. So we have 2/5 and we also have 3/4. Now in this case, when we have different numerator and different denominator, what you need, there are two ways of solving it. You can decide to do the LCM of the both of them, of 5 and 4. The LCM of 5 and 4 is 20. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 times 2, 8. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 3, 15. Now taking them separately, 8/20 and 15/20. Now this now looks like the case of the first one when we have the same denominator, and we say that the number with the higher numerator becomes the greatest fraction. So 15/20 becomes the greatest fraction, and 15/20 is for the 3/4. Therefore 2/5 is less than 3/4. Let us arrange 1/3, 2/5 and 3/7 and 2/3. Let's say we are asked to arrange this in descending order. That is from the highest to the lowest. There are two ways of solving this. Either you find the decimal fraction of each of them and compare the highest and the lowest, or you find the LCM like we did in this initial one and get your answer. So whichever ways you want, let me choose to do it finding the decimal fractions of each of them. Now 1/3, when you divide it, you get 0.33. Then we have 2/5. When you divide it, you get 0.4. Then 3/7, when you divide it, you get 0.42. Then what else? Then 2/3. When you do 2/3, you get 0.66. So now let's arrange it. Now the lowest here, we have to arrange from the highest to lowest, and lowest here is, the highest here is what? 0.66. We can start from the first number after the decimal point. This is the highest, 0.66. So and we're arranging from the highest to lowest. 2 over 3 is the first, followed by 0.42. We have 0.42, we have 0.4 here. Since they're both having the same first, you can go and check the next one. This is 2, why this one is 0? Next one is 0, so this is higher. So 3 over 7, followed by 2 over 5, followed by 1 over 3. This is the other way of doing it. Or you find the LCM and separate them and use this rule here. Now let us continue with addition and subtraction. Of fractions. So, example, simplify 48a plus 12b over a plus b. All we just need to do is to factorize it. What we just need to do is to factorize it. We'll take the highest number that can divide both 48a and 12b, the highest number of fraction that can divide both of them without remainder. But here it is the number, the highest number that can divide both of them is 12. So bring out 12, then divide 48a by 12, you get 4a. Divide 12b by 12, you get just b. And the a over b still remains, and that is the answer. You can't solve further. Now look at this one. First thing is to find the LCM of 3 and 9, which is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times x is 2x. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Then equals to 8 over 9. Then we cross multiply. We have it as 9 bracket 3x minus 4 is equals to 8 bracket 9. 9 times 3x will give us 27x minus 36. Then 27x is equals to 72. Go here, turn to plus 36. And 27x is equals to 108. Divide both sides by 27. This will cut out, and x equals to what? When you divide, you get 4 as your answer. Now let's see this. Since they both have the same letters G and H, and they are factorizable, they can factorize the numerator and denominator. So let's factorize them. What's the highest number that can divide the both of them without remainder? It is 3. The open bracket, 9 divided by 3, 9g divided by 3 is 3g. 6h divided by 3 is 2h. The highest number I can divide both of them is 2 here. 2 divided by 6g is 3g. 2 divided by 4h is 2h. And that is all. Nothing. Then 3g minus 2h can cut 3g minus 2h. Then our answer is 3 over 2. And that is the answer. Now we are asked to factorize this one. 12ab raised to the power 3 minus 6a squared b. Now, what do we do? There's a given that AB is not equal to 0. Now, how do we simplify something like this? How do we simplify this? We can factorize here. If we look at the denominator, we can factorize. This is AB, this is AB. We can factorize. So the highest number that can divide the both of them. And mind you, we also have letters so that can divide both sides. So the highest number that can divide both sides, both 12 and 6, is 6. So write 6 out. And again, what is the highest number? Again, A also can divide both sides because A appears in both sides. You can take A out, and likewise B. Now let's divide 12ab cubed divided 12ab cubed divided by 6ab. If they divide, what you will get is 2b square then minus, when this divided by this, when they divide, what do you get? You get a, then over and 3ab, then 3ab we cancel this and you get 2. Then write out our answer as 2b square minus a, or you open the bracket and say 4b square minus 2a. So we have to round up this to 1 and 3 decimal places. So when you say decimal places, if it's 1 decimal places, you are focusing on the first number after the decimal point. And what will make this number change is depends on the number directly beside it. So, and we have range of numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Numbers like this, they round up to 0. While numbers from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they round up to 0, and you add 1 to the next number by the left. And let's bring it here. 0 falls in this category, so 0 will be rounded up to 0. 4 remains the same, and now 3 remains the same. So, but when they say 1 decimal place, that means they want your answer to just be okay. Since they say 1 decimal place, that means they want you to leave just one number after the decimal point, so which is now that number inside this box here. So the answer is now 3.4, 1 decimal place. And these 3 decimal places, our focus is on 3 numbers after the decimal point, but our major focus is on this last one. And what will make this one change is the one beside it. And 9 falls in this category, so 9 will be rounded up to 0, and you add 1 to the next number. So 1 plus 8 will give us 9. There are 0 and 4 remains the same, and our 3 remains the same. But since they say it's 3 decimal places, they want you to leave just 3 numbers after decimal point. So we are only writing all the numbers inside the number outside here and the numbers inside the box. If there's anyone that has been rounded up, you write the new answer. So we have it as 3.40, and here 8 has been rounded up to 9, so we write 9. So this is the answer, 3 numbers after the decimal point. So this one to 1 decimal place, you can notice that the number that started it is 0 and decimal point. It still applies, the same rule still applies. The first number after decimal point here is 0. And what will make 0 change is the one beside it, which is 1. 1 falls in this category, so 1 will be rounded up to 0, and 0 remains the same, decimal and 0. But they say 1 decimal place, so we're writing the first number after the decimal point here, which is what? 0. So therefore, we're writing this, what is outside decimal point, and the number inside this box here. If it has been rounded up, you write the new answer just like the way we did in this. But if there is nothing that rounded it up, you write the same answer that is inside this box here. So our answer is 0.0. This is the answer in 1 decimal place. Now let's round to the nearest whole number. We are asked to round 7.3 to the nearest whole number. So the nearest whole number here is the numbers before this decimal point. Now in this first question it is 7. And what will make 7 change is the number beside it, which is 3. 3 falls in the category, in this category. So 3 will be rounded up to 0, and 7 remains the same. Now since they said it is nearest whole number, we don't want anything outside this decimal, at all. So our nearest whole number answer is just the 7. Take this. Now the second one says 0.82 to the nearest whole number. So our major focus is on the first, on this. They are just basically on the numbers before the decimal point. Here is 0, and what will make 0 change is the 8. beside this. Just know that nearest whole number, when talk about nearest whole number, they are focused on the numbers before decimal point. That is a major focus. They don't want decimal to be in your answer. There will not be decimal in your answer. There will not be dot decimal, dot zero, or dot anything in your answer. It will just be an ordinary number. So you are focused on the numbers before the decimal point. Now in this case, it's 0 and 8 falls in this category. So 8 will be rounded up to 0 and 1 will be added here. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1.0. So when we're writing our answer, our final answer, we just write just the 1. And the last one, to the nearest whole number. So we're focused on all the numbers before the decimal point here, but our major focus is on the 8. So what will make 8 change is this number beside it, and 4 falls in this category. So 4 will be rounded up to 0, then our 8 remains the same, 0 and 1. So our final answer is just the numbers before the decimal point. You see, there is no decimal in any of our answers. There's no decimal in any of our answers. So this is how you give your answer: 108, 1 and 7.